Stop struggling with fat spins with your irons, wild tee shots, and stop making such simple setup mistakes that you can easily fix. Use these 3 rules. Tip number 1, we see so many golfers either buried in really close, causing kind of having to move away, definitely these kind of movements on the way back. At the same time, I see, certainly with driver as well, people out here, less with irons, you do see that. A bit more with the driver where they're trying to get way away from it. This kind of causes big pull-offs and back, like crazy movements in their body. So working out the distance from the ball to improve your setup will really help with club path and better strikes. Simple rule of thumb, get yourself into setup. I've got an iron here, trail hand off, fists and a thumb's width away. So from the top end of the club to the top of your legs. That's a pretty good guidance for you to getting your arms down nice and comfortably hang to give you a decent distance away from the ball. This so helps with these kind of paths that we're after, rather than this way and kind of this way. Now with the driver, don't worry if this needs to be a fraction longer. It's more that your arms are nicely just hanging down where you want to see, but it's like half an inch further with the driver because it's a longer club. If you like the information in this video, hit the like button down below. It really helps the channel out. Also down below in the description, free weekly golf tips newsletter. Come and join the community. It's all free every week. Exclusive golf tips into your inbox. Setup idea number 2. How you're balanced and how you move pre-shot has a huge influence on what happens during the action. What you're going to see from many more good players nowadays who are trying to create more forces through the ground, you're going to see left and right pump, so you'll see me really moving pressures this way and this way, while at the same time I can feel that the pressure is on the balls of my feet. This gives me good balance, makes me feel like I can hit a decent strike and somehow control the golf shot. It's an easy way to feel this. One, if you're a static golfer, that tends to get people sunken down on their heels this way, which is kind of these actions. I want you to just give it some shuffle. Just lift heel of lead foot and trail foot. Just keep lifting them as you're getting ready to go to feel that ground. Then the second thing you can do is once you set, just close your eyes for a split second when you practice and feel if you're on your heels, on your toes, on the middle of your feet. We want you much more on the balls of your feet. People who tend to get up on their toes have this kind of horrible fall forward and get the old JR for shanks that way. When people are back on their heels, they tend to not rotate, get stuck. That's much harder to move through the ground up through your body and get your body turning. So let's get your weight more on the balls of those feet. You'll feel that if you just close your eyes. It's going to give you better balance, better control, and hopefully hit some better shots. And number 3, posture, pelvis slightly tucked under. And this one isn't simple for often the male fraternity amongst the watchers. They got no awareness of their body and setup a lot of the time. So this could really help you. So let's think about this. I'm going to really push my backside out. This gets the small of my back really kind of bowed in. This really restricts my turn. So what happens is lifts and drops come in to try and create energy. The next one is having your pelvis too tucked under. This is when you're much more on your heels, you're almost straight up through your body here. Again, this is sways and lifts and drops to try and create energy. It restricts your movement, certainly in this kind of rotational form. So we want your pelvis just slightly tucked under at address, which for me is about there. It's so subtle. So if I extend, so get my backside really pushing out, I'm now just going to push it slightly under. And this is the best way to do it. It'll feel weird. Do it on your own, maybe not at the range or if you're in somewhere private, and just set up, push your backside out, push your pelvis right under, backside right out, and then right under, and then somewhere right in the middle where your pelvis is just slightly tucked under. Again, for creating better moves, which in turn is going to create straighter shots. These 3 setup changes are just crucial for trying to hit a few more greens. Stay on the green. Yes, please. If you want to use the information in this video for better strikes with drivers and irons, but you want to hit your driver further, this video is going to continue this on to allow you to gain more distance.